We killed their leader. They should leave us alone now.
Or seek revenge.
Think that wreck is the camp we saw?
Nah, this thing has been here for ages. Look, the smoke's coming from the other side of it.
We're close, but we're gonna need to get up there.
All right, Groot, give me a boost.
I am Groot.
About yay high.
Yay is not a unit of measurement.
Groot knows what he means.
These snow beasts have whet my appetite.
All right, heads up. I'm gonna drop something down for you guys.
We'd better not get stranded out here.
Look out below!
Ha! That'll work!
You think those creatures were using this ship for shelter?
Screw them, they're dead. I'm fine, just itchy. It's this Dastan ice planet.
Or you have lice again.
Hey, you got fur, you got lice. I could shave it all if you want.
Here, give me a hand.
We should be ready. We don't know the source of that smoke. Could be more hostiles.
Maybe it's just a nice warm fire and some Sakaran spirits.
Uncharacteristically optimistic for you.
Ooh, maybe it's a barbecue.
What's barbecue?
What? You guys have never had barbecue? Charbroiled burgers, grilled steaks, baby back ribs?
Why would you consume the ribs of an infant?
Whatever it is, it smells.
Bodies. It smells of bodies.
Jeez. Is all this foom?
Undoubtedly.
Up ahead. Looks like there's a survivor.
Who goes there?
No head. She has no head.
I believe that repulsive tentacle orb is her head.
And I can hear you with it.
Are you the only survivor?
Clearly not. Who are you, meat sacks?
We're here for foom.
Forget what I said. Yeah, I'm the only survivor. Or will be.
I take it you know where we can find him?
Sure. Digesting my men back at his roost. Big ice obelisk sticking out of the caldera's frozen sea.
Don't worry, we'll take care of foom.
Sure you will, Terran. Just don't come running back here when he chases you. I've still got some things to pack up.
You gonna be okay?
I don't need your pity, Terran. I'll head back to Contraxia and lick my wounds.
Ooh, hey, you may not want to do that. Contraxia isn't exactly safe right now.
When is it ever?
Seriously, maybe you should just come with us.
I've been embarrassed enough today without taking help from a stranger. I can look after myself.
Well, if you hear people talking about a promise with a matriarch, just steer clear.
I'll keep that in mind.
Sorry about your men.
Dead men collect no paychecks. Speaking of, aren't you the Mad Titan's daughter?
What of it?
Relax, I'm not looking for trouble. There was a time I'd have taken you in for the bounty.
There was a time I'd have killed you for trying.
Yeah, seems we've both got bigger problems right now.
Seems like.
May as well put it to good use, right?
They ain't using it. Here's hoping we do better against Foom than this lot.
Big ice thingy on the frozen sea, eh?
I agree to.
You said it, buddy. Sure is a long way down. Another hunt marker?
This one is unclaimed. No doubt it belonged to one of these corpses.
Guess they never got the chance to plan it.
I've appropriated it for our own use, to herald our bravery this day. Shall mark our ultimate conquest, or our glorious defeat.
Foom may be bad news, but he's nothing compared to the fight that comes next.
It shall mark our penultimate conquest.
One conquest at a time. All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally. In the case of this place.
Whoa! Take heed! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
All right, people. Let's catch us a dragon.
Yes, we grow ever closer to our great destiny.
You're awful chipper, considering Foom obliterated that camp like it was nothing.
We are not nothing.
I'm with Drax. No mountain too high, no valley too low.
Literally. In the case of this place.
Whoa! Take heed! The ice is amplifying our velocity!
This is how I die! Have you lost your fucking mind?
Come on! If you forget it's incredibly dangerous, it's actually kind of fun!
Indeed! Let us meet our deaths bemused!
Well, that takes care of the getting down part.
Want to think about how we're gonna get back up. Or how we're gonna get Foom up there.
Look on the bright side. We may be dead.
Nonsense.
Guys, come on! We ride a dragon!
Ride. Boom.
5-year-old me would be so jealous right now.
Foom is gonna let us ride him after we kick his butt.
You're getting all caught up in the details. We could be dragon riders. Dragon riders!
So, what was up with old Bubblehead?
Seemed like an augment to me. Some sort of amorphous biochemical appendage.
Imagine what she could do with all those hands.
Don't be gross.
What? I didn't mean it like that. Ooh, I didn't think it could get any colder.
You know, it's days like these I'm glad I installed seat warmers in the Milano.
Up ahead. There's the ice obelisk.
This must be it, the frozen sea.
This is the perfect spot. Here we will challenge the great beast. Fin Fang Foom! Come and face your death!
What are you doing? We can't get the drop on him if he knows we're here.
Also, we're not killing him, remember?
Shout with me. Here we demonstrate our mettle.
Fin Fang Foom! Your end draws near!
Nope, not his end.
Your quill. Go!
Fin Fang Foom, it's nap time!
Rocket, it's your turn.
Did he just say my real name?
Rocket!
Fin Fang Foom! We're gonna decomboggle your flocking scut spigots! You hear me?
He hears you!
You scaly, overgrown Gordlesplode! You fessed lump of Satarkian shrub meat! You don't scare us!
It feels good, does it not?
Yeah! It actually does!
Now we disrobe!
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Groot's worried about the ice.
If it'll hold Foom, it'll hold us.
Maklu 4 is said to have a frozen core.
Just through here. Be ready for anything.
That is technically impossible.
So, where is he?
Maybe we spooked him.
Impossible. Foom was born without fear.
You don't know that.
In the cold heart of a dying star.
Dying stars ain't cold.
This one was.
You think his lair's behind that?
Let's find out.
How are we supposed to capture that?
By beating him into submission.
We're gonna have to get through that ice armor first!
Prepare yourself! You face Captain Heat! Ha! His own might will be his undoing!
Any last words?
Not so invincible after all! Yeah, bust up the other piece!
That's two!
You are the Bane of Ice, Peter Quill!
See? Bane of Ice isn't such a bad nickname! Guys, huddle up!
What a blast! I haven't felt this excited since the Galactic War!
Better watch her out there, Quill. She fought on both sides, remember? Whereas me, I don't need to take sides to mow anybody down. I just love making scumbusters go boom!
Okay, stop! Stop doubting yourselves! You're putting yourselves on the line, and for what? For me?
What?
Because we're the dream team! Who's with me?
This
Why?
So much for leadership.
Why?
Ah! The beast turns tail!
We should have just carpet bombed them with the Milano!
Where would be the fight in that, little one? Ha-ha! He is as great as the tales foretold!
Great ain't exactly the word I'd use. Boom, baby! How you like us now?
His opinion does not appear to have improved.
One to go! Last time someone got stabbed!
Now is our turn to strike!
Nice, Boom! Easy, Boom!
He's not a pet, Peter! Nice work, Peter!
Not so hot now, are you, Boom? Or I guess, not so cold!
Bring it, you overgrown lizard!
Looks like he just did! That was too close!
Good thinking. Muscles, give Groot a hand. He thinks you two can refund that rock right into Boom's face. I got all these toys I'm just dying to use.
lost you for a second.
Quick! While he's stuck in the ice!
Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
Then you are not fighting hard enough, Rocket!
The ice isn't cracking, you big baby! Been too
Hope you
long
get
since
big
I
guy.
blew something up!
Our foes shall
okay?
regret this insult!
Feel free to give up, bro.
You two get ready! We'll get distracted!
Hope this makes us square with Hellbender.
Better! We need a favor! Yes! Good work, everyone!
Quick! Kick him while he's down! This don't get your branches burned! Think we can make it again?
Flesh does not get!
We seem to be making him matter! So that's progress!
The beast grows desperate!
Yeah, and pissed!
And he's bound to get sloppy!
Refreshing!
Let's hurry this up! I'm getting cold!
I'm sure Food will be happy to warm you up.
Let's knock him out cold!
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it easy on us!
Beast is most dangerous when at its most desperate! We must not fail!
Hey, Quill! You wanna see some fireworks?
You gotta fight fire with fire.
Let her loose!
Yes! We stand triumphant! Foom has fallen!
Oh, hold on. No. Wait, no. No, Lady Hellbender. Blackstone! Guys! Wait, guys, no! Lady Hellbender, we want to...
Nobody escapes my wrath. Floorboard.
Monster Queen of Seknarf 9, you said you'd hear him out. You promised.
Speak. I hope this is the one where you make a good speech.
We screwed up. We conned you. Robbed you. Killed your... baby. We can't take back what we've done. But we want to make it right.
Quill.
You murdered the Dragon Lord of Kakarantara! Ah!
You. Fate has finally brought the two of us together. Lord Foom.
The final harvest begins. Dead worlds screaming across space. We must go. Now.
Someone needs to take a stand against the church. We could really use some help.
You pay one debt, then create another.
No, though I can kind of see
Enough.
that-
I will gather my forces.
All right, let's go.
Yes! The noble Lady Hellbender shall fight alongside us this day. After we bested Foom the Invincible.
You found Drax's peanut butter and chocolate.
We're on the path to destiny, my friends.
I still can't believe we did it. We did do it, right?
We sure did, and we got Mantis back.
But we lost Warlock. We'll need him to exercise the Magus once we shut down that ritual.
So we bust him out of cult prison. I've done jailbreaks before, we all have.
We still tracking him?
Oh yeah, that thing ain't coming out easy.
Good. Then all we gotta do is get there on time and hope Lady Hellbender does too.
She will, I'm certain of it.
All right. Let's gear up, people. Tie up any loose ends. Take a pee if you have to, because we're not stopping again.
Hey, Quill. Let me borrow your tools.
Why?
I need to focus. Come on.
Do not drop that.
Mantis? What happened on the Mantis after we left? Last time we saw you, things looked dire.
It's a long story. We can talk about it after you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
Alright, but don't say I didn't warn you in church Grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
You're overwatering, Sir Groot.
Yeah, leave him alone. I tinker when I'm stressed, Groot waters, Gamora meditates, etc.
When I'm stressed, I concentrate real hard, and sometimes I can see the birth of the universe. First, there's only one reality, and then, bam.
That's kind of cool.
Nice move there, Drax.
If I put my weight on my left foot, I have much better control over my right hook.
People always underestimate proper footing technique.
Focusing on the upper body alone is the mark of an amateur.
All right. Oh, Gamora.
Since when do you meditate?
I don't, but desperate times and all. Stuff's been a lot lately.
I get it. Allah help me, do I get it.
So, how do you use this then? In case, Rocket asks.
Well, for one, it isn't about just holding it. You also need a comfortable place to sit, where you can be relaxed but alert, and focus on your breathing. Then you practice. A lot.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot more work than I was hoping for.
Anything worth doing tends to be.
So how do you do it?
Focus was something Thanos beat into us early on. But it wasn't until I lived with the priests of Palma that I realized how limited his version of meditation really was.
How did you end up living with the priests of Palma? They're not exactly your kind of crowd with the whole pacifism thing.
Mantis introduced me to them last year when I needed to heal. They helped me in ways I didn't think were possible.
Helped? How?
I guess you could say I was broken. Thanos, the war, working as an assassin, it'd take a toll on you. By the time Mantis brought me there, I was ready to give up. I mean, I was miserable. Convinced I was beyond redemption or worth. I truly believed I deserved to die.
But you didn't. Die?
No. There was this boy there. Akan.
The one you hugged in the village.
Akan was like me. Lost. His parents had died in an accident. He was combative, rebellious, the opposite of a pacifist. The priest thought it would be a good idea for both of us to work through our scut together.
And was it?
At first, not really. He was a pain in the butt. But over time, we came to rely on each other. Thanos had taught me how to meditate in the functional sense, but not in the spiritual sense. Like how to work through my trauma. Caring for Akan, he forced me to reflect and process. And together, through mutual support, Akan and I were able to overcome our demons.
I can't picture Thanos meditating. I kind of always figured he was this egotistical tyrant.
No, he totally was. But Thanos also understood that aspects of meditation could be useful to his cause.
Like focus?
Focus, increasing overall awareness, pain tolerance. He came up with a series of exercises, fun little games for me and Nebula to compete in as part of our training. The worst part was, we didn't even know what he was doing until it was too late.
What do you mean?
Thanos' brand of meditation warped us, turned us into hyper-focused weapons. That way we were numb to the horrors of his agenda.
Killing people.
Assassination is just a different name for murder.
So how did you cope?
We made puns. Bad, stupid jokes to shout as we were killing people. The more terrible, the better.
Here, I thought you just had a really lame sense of humor.
Oh, I do. But it was the only way to survive. And it was something we did together, a new kind of competition, just between me and Nebula, to see who can make the other laugh.
That's really messed up, and yet oddly endearing.
Yeah, well, even bad puns can only get you so far before your conscience catches up with you.
Wow. I had no idea meditation could be so intense.
Or beneficial?
Well, yeah, that too. I guess I should give it a go sometime. Although I'm kind of scared of what I'll find.
Who knows? You might surprise yourself. I know I did.
Yeah, maybe.
Gamora Zanhubri, you wish to practice hand-to-hand techniques.
It's still weird when you say my actual name.
I am getting used to it.
We've come a long way since Murderous Sorceress. Wasn't it what you were calling me back on my first mission with the team?
Yes. At first I believed you had bewitched Peter Quill. I could see no other reason he would hire an assassin for a protection contract.
Really? No other reason than magic?
You could also have seduced him. He lacks mental fortitude in the presence of women.
Drax! Hey, I was just...
There is no need to explain yourself, Peter Quill. Unlike the rodent, I do not mind when others are curious about my things.
It's a really cool blade.
With an equally impressive history,
You recognize it?
It belonged to Zatar the Unfinished, a great Catathian warrior king who led the first pilgrimage to Maklu-4.
Wait. So you're saying this is basically Excalibur?
I am unfamiliar with such a weapon.
It's a mythical sword belonging to a famous Earth King.
And yes, I suppose you could say this is the Excalibur of my people. It is a symbol of a king and the great hunt he inspired for those seeking to regain a place in Ul'Tath.
Zatar sounds like a hero of yours.
King Zatar. And he is. Every Catathian warrior knows the story of his pilgrimage to Maklu-4.
Why is he called Zatar the Unfinished, then?
In the history of my people, a rival king attacked Zatar's lands, easily overwhelming his forces. Captured and broken, Zatar challenged the rival king to a fight to the death, but the conqueror refused, banishing him to a life of dishonor and disgrace instead. So King Zatar went to Maklu-4 to challenge the mighty Fin Fang Foom and change his destiny.
Well, that's depressing.
How is it depressing?
Because he obviously failed. Fin Fang Foom's still alive and kicking, mostly.
He did not fail, Peter Quill. King Zatar did not vanquish Fin Fang Foom, it is true. But he did redeem himself in the eyes of his people.
By dying? Not exactly a happy ending.
By never giving up. A warrior only truly dies when he stops living. King Zatar proved that our stories, the records of who we were in life, are ours to shape. He could have died a coward who lost his place in Ul'Tath, or he could do what I and many of my people believe he did, change the ending of his story.
So, this great hunt thing seems like a bigger deal than I thought. Did we mess it up for everyone by capturing Fin Fang Foom?
What do you mean?
Well, its purpose is to regain entry into Catathian heaven and stuff, and now there's no Foom to, send you there.
Peter Quill. There are many paths to Ul'Tath. The pilgrimage to Maklu-4 is but one of them.
Right.
When Thanos murdered my family and destroyed my village, twice I chose the path of revenge. First, I raised a small army of Catathian warriors. Even outnumbered, we cut our way through the Chitauri line and challenged Thanos himself.
Wait. On Catath, you faced Thanos twice during the Galactic War?
Yes. But I was not strong enough the first time.
Strong enough to survive?
Thanos allowed me and a few others to live, to set an example. Defeated and humiliated, the surviving members of my squad chose to make the pilgrimage to Maklu-4. But I could not. I continued to walk the path of revenge. Until you helped me put the ghosts of Hovat and Kamaria to rest.
To be fair, I had a lot of help.
And yet you have given me a new purpose, Peter Quill. Seems my destiny was not in the mountains of Kakaranthara after all, but here, on this ship, with you.
Well, I'm glad you're here with us now. I can't guarantee where our path will take us, but hopefully somewhere with lots of money and comfort.
I do not have a doubt in my heart, Peter Quill, that we will have moderate success.
I'll accept moderate.
So, how was it riding along with Lady Hellbender? She have you try on battle armor?
Oh, no. She's very respectful of other women's bodily autonomy. We just talked. She asked about you.
She better not have said anything about me reaching my big size.
No. You only turn into Big Fuzzy in 1 or 2 fringe realities.
What?
She wanted to know if you'd give her your bomb recipe, though. She said you did a job on her throne room.
Only if she pays for it.
What am I doing? Everyone on this ship's been using this. Not today, brain parasites. Mantis! I've got so many questions.
I know, and I've got so many answers. Like, seize the means of production. Or, it's not just a rash. Or, yes, it is gluten-free.
Not the answers I was looking for, but I'm wondering about the questions.
What questions?
What happened on Lamentis after we left? You said some people would survive, but that doesn't fare super well for the others.
Many of the elders died. They didn't resist the invasion, but they would never accept the promise. It isn't their way.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Their sacrifice bought time for me and the Kotati to hide most of the others. They will emerge when the galaxy is saved.
So you were able to hide them in the caves. Hope you told them to stay away from the fog. How did you convince Lady Hellbender to meet us on Maklu 4? You weren't even with us when we decided to go.
Actually, convincing her to go after you wasn't hard at all. But convincing her to hear you out? Whew, that was tough. I had to get all creepy mystical and spook her with warnings about what would happen otherwise.
You told her about the end of the universe, and she believed you?
Oh, no, not at first. But when I brought up all her precious monsters dying, she came around. Couldn't take that chance with her babies, you know?
Well, I'm glad to have you with us.
Oh, good, because you're not always glad.
Why not?
Well, sometimes I'm your ex-wife.
What?
I think she's pulling your leg, Quill.
It only ever happens the one time, but it's so funny. Aw, she says thank you for getting rid of Aiden Warsock. Apparently she likes me better.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah, him. She thinks I'm bleats. It translates weird.
Good thinking. Get the watering sorted out before we go.
I am Groot. I am Groot.
He looks so sad, swishing around in his robes.
What'd he say?
Groot wants to water the Grand Unifier.
Oh, right.
The soaked unifier?
The Grand Humidity.
I am Groot.
Peter Quill, spar with me.
I think I'll pass, Drax. I don't want to get tired before the real fight.
Tired, but this is the warm-up.
Not a bad idea. We don't know what's gonna happen when we get out of hyperspace.
Oh, cute. That's from Maklu, right? Better not make toxic spores like those big ones in the forest. Wonder what would have happened if we hadn't hidden Cammy in there. No way we could have escaped after Drax locked us in. Hey, Rocket. Working on something?
I'm always working on something.
You're not listening to my tunes?
No, you turned the music on.
Then can I have my player back?
Why? You already got music playing.
Right. So you don't need the player to focus anymore.
You might turn it off.
Yeah, but
What part of I need to focus don't you get, Quill?
what do you need to focus on so badly anyway?
Something that might give us a way to get through the Armada around Sacrosanct, just in case Lady Skullsuit doesn't show up in time.
Nice. What is it?
You'll see.
Bet those moves are really going to impress Lady Hellbender.
I do not need to impress her. Besting the great Fin Fang Foom is proof enough of my combat skills.
Yeah, that would do it.
I'm not sure Lady Hellbender was really impressed with how we handled that fight. You know, since we accidentally killed that dragon before Groot revived him.
Would you not be impressed by a man slaying a dragon?
Maybe if he does it without my help.
Raker's going down this time, Gamora. I promise you.
And I promise you, I'm getting Nikki out of there. No matter what.
We will get her out.
Together.
Together.